everybody? Yes, so just starting. So the first assignment which I've selected here is I'll be sharing you the lab manual so that you all can go through it. Okay, so the first assignment in group A which I have selected is consider a telephone book database of n clients. Make use of hash table implementation to quickly look up the client's telephone number. Make use of two collision handling techniques and compare them using the number of comparisons required to find the set of telephone numbers. So that is your problem statement which has been given in group A, which we have selected. Okay. So as you all know, which is the data structure we are going to use here? Problem statement देके कौन सा data structure use करने वाले? Come on, it's there in the problem statement itself. Which concept you're going to use? Yeah, hash table. Yeah, you're going to use hash table. Here the concept you're going to use is hashing. So now do you all remember what hashing is? Hashing क्या था? Any idea? Anyone? What was hashing? Where everything has been forgotten and left. Hashing क्या था? Come on students, speak up. Which is the main data structure you use for hashing? At least tell me that. Yeah, you use array and in some cases you use array with list. I hope you all remember. Okay, what does hashing do? An example बता सकते हैं hashing में कौन सा exam मतलब कौन सा application applicable है? Where you can use hashing? Come on, they have told you a telephone number book already here. Can you give me another application which we had taken in the class? No idea?
Ma'am, in a classroom, like we assigned some specific keys to the roll number.
Yes, that's what. Like every student has a unique ID. And how are you going to store it? Why do we use a hashing? To improve searching mechanism, right? You store it in a unique key so that when you want to search an element, it's easy to retrieve compared to the other searching techniques you have learned. So yes, that was hashing. That means you store the value in a specific key. That is what hashing was done. And yes, how was the key generated? Any idea? How was the key generated?
Using hash function.
Okay. What are the different kinds of hash functions? Anybody remembers? Different kinds of hash function. Come on, somebody speak up.
Method, square method.
Yeah, division method. Yes. बहुत सारे methods थे ना? And normally we use it. Folding, yes.
Mid square method.
Mid square, good. So these were the methods used. Yes, these were the methods that was used to find the hash function. ठीक है, तो hash function से हमें key मिल जाते हैं, hash table का index मिल जाते हैं, and उसमें value place करते हैं. Okay, so that was it. So you can see the theory part. So we have to create a hash table for inserting records. So you'll be deleting, searching, and updating. Okay, and if the record is not found, you will display an appropriate message. So you are going to use an hash table. So we'll assume it to be an array or a list, whatever we are going to use, and we are going to store the data in a particular index. And how are we going to get the index? By calculating the key with the help of a hash function. Okay, now you know what is a problem. If you directly use a hash method, what was a problem that was seen occurring? Defects क्या है hashing का?
Same key have different values.
Yeah, the same key might have different values. So to avoid that collision, we had many collision resolution techniques or collusion. What are the collusion resolution techniques? Different kinds. याद है कुछ?
Chaining
Different.
and open addressing.
Yeah, you have chaining and open addressing. Okay, and how does chaining work? Chaining कैसे work करते? देखो, I have the slide with me that we had used. Remember this? How was this working? Can somebody tell me? याद है? This is chaining, an example of chaining. So who's going to tell me how it's going to work? Come on, students.
Ma'am, if two elements have same key, then we use linked list.
Yeah. So what you do is first, which method, which hash function कौन से method use करते हैं यहाँ पे?
Division method.
Yeah, division modulo method you're going to use. Okay. And you're going to place the values based on the key generated. But suppose like an example they have said 132 modulo 10 gives you index 2 position. So 132 is placed in index 2. Then again 182 is again modulo 10 gives you index 2. So it will be placed as a separate list after 132. So that is called separate chaining. इसमें किसी को doubt है क्या? Because we'll be implementing this. Is there any doubt in this part? Now is it coming fresh in your mind? Are you able to recall things? Yes, students? Yes. Okay. So this is separate chaining. And yes, what about linear probing? Any idea? So not linear probing, quadratic open addressing. भी चेनिंग है, चेनिंग टेक्निक्स में ओपन हैशिंग है या चेनिंग, उसमें चेनिंग आते हैं और सेपरेट चेनिंग आते हैं, एंड क्लोज्ड हैशिंग में या ओपन एड्रेसिंग में लीनियर प्रॉबिंग, क्वाड्रेटिक प्रॉबिंग एंड डबल हैशिंग. तो कौन एक्सप्लेन करने वाले लीनियर प्रॉबिंग कैसे होते हैं? कुछ याद है? Yes, students. Linear probing कैसे करते हैं? No idea? See here. Can you see the screen? Linear probing कैसे करते हैं? First, you calculate the hash key. So key is the data modulo the size of the table. And if that table is empty, then you store the data directly into the table. If not, you increment the key and again find the hash key size. Based on the key size and the incremented key, you find the new key. And you see if that is also available, and this process goes on until the position is available and you insert it. That means you are finding for a vacant location in the data structure in open addressing linear probing method. Do you all remember that? Yaad hai abhi? Is it clear? See, you can see the example here. See, the size of the table is 5. So first the key 13 had to be inserted. So 13 modulo 5. So the key value is 3. So 30, that 3 index was free. So 13 got inserted. Then next number is 1 modulo 5. So again, that gives you the key 1. Again, the index 1 is free. So 1 is inserted. Next comes the value 6, which gives you the index 1 again, but 1 is not free. So you increment the key to 2 modulo size. So you go on until you get a free cell. So what is that index you get as 2? So you place 6 in the index 2 instead of index 1. Abhi yaad hai linear probing? Is it clear? Yes, students, please reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is linear probing. Now in quadratic probing, instead of incrementing, you square the value, and in double hashing, you use 2 hash methods. So these are the different, collision resolution strategies that you can use to place the data inside the hash table. So I hope you have understood the concept. Koi doubt hai? Any doubt? Is it clear to everybody? Yes, students. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
See, in quadratic you can see key plus I नहीं है, यहाँ पे key plus I square है. That is the difference. And if double hashing is there, in double hashing what you find is, if you get if there is a collision, instead you use the second hash table, hash function, where this is the formula, and if you all know, you all have already worked out many examples on it. So these are the different collision resolution techniques available. So now going back to the problem statement, they have told us make use of 2 collision handling techniques and compare the comparisons required to find the set of telephone numbers. So that is the problem statement, and as you can see in your syllabus, group A assignments has to be done in open source Python, whereas the remaining assignments has to be done in C++. Okay, so since A group assignments, we have to do 2 assignments. So we have to implement this particular code or this particular problem statement using Python. So I hope you all remember that. Remember the Python concepts. So what are we going to implement here? We have to implement a phone directory which can, implement the functions like creating, display, search, and delete. Okay. So yes, and we have to use 2 collision handling techniques. So in the example which I am going to show you is we can use 2 techniques. One is chaining and one is linear probing I've used. When you try at home, you can use the other 2 methods also. So I've used 2 collision handling techniques here as chaining, which is the first type, and second is open addressing type in that linear probing. Okay, so that is going to be explained. So what are we going to do? In create record, you take the name and telephone number and you create a new record. You insert it into the hash table. Display record, you're going to display the telephone directory. Search a record, that means you will give a particular person's name and the corresponding the telephone number has to be retrieved. And delete a record, you're going to delete that particular record from the directory. And if you want, you can also implement update record, like suppose somebody's phone number got changed, you can also update it in this particular telephone directory. So problem statement समझ में आया क्या सबको? Is it clear? Then we'll go to the coding part. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What about others? Everybody's, don't sit silent. I want response from everybody. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here I'm just using an online IDE for Python. So if you have Python installed in your system, or those who don't have a system can also work out in the online IDE. Now, since you all have already done Python in your first year, I want you all to explain the concepts here. Okay. Uh, okay. So now, as I told you, we have already done with the theoretical part. I hope you all have understood the theoretical part. Now I want you all to explain me what each function stands for, and so that we can go through the entire code and see how it works. Okay. Now, yes. So now first function, look at, can you see the line 66? Can everybody see line 66?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, here we are using the insert function. So now we have to insert values into the hash table. तो values insert करने से पहले हमें hash table create करना है. So can you see line 3? Is it
Yes,
clear? Can you see the line 3? Okay. So what does line 3 say? What is the meaning of line 3? Can somebody tell me what does line 3 stand for? Come on students, speak up. Don't sit quietly. ये सब आपके फर्स्ट ईयर में हुआ है.
Ma'am, it's a list.
Ma'am, we are assigning we are declaring a hash function.
we are
Hash function.
creating a 10 empty list in a list.
Yeah, you are creating a list inside a list. And what is how many? What is the range? What is the size?
10.
10.
10.
Fine. Okay. So that means we are creating the hash table, right? Logically, we are creating a hash table by creating a list inside a list. Okay. Then what next is, my hash table is ready now. Now next, if I have to insert, so as I told you in line 66, from line 66, it's insert into the telephone record. I'm writing insert hash table, the phone number and the name. Okay, so the arguments are hash table, which I have already created. And what is going into the hash table? The phone number and the name. So look at the insert function here. What is the insert function doing? Hash table, key value and the value. So how are you going to place the record? Can somebody tell me? Index कैसे find out करने वाले हैं यहाँ पे?
Ma'am, division modular method.
हाँ, डिविजन मॉडुलर मेथड में, बट की वैल्यू कैसे फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं? मतलब व्हाट आर यू टेकिंग? यू आर टेकिंग व्हाट as the source to find the index.
Phone number.
We are using
Yeah.
dictionary of value to pair.
Yeah, we are taking the phone number of the person and we are calculating the hash key, because we know that every person will have a unique phone number, right? So the key value, the phone number is taken as the key value, and using that we are calculating the hash key. Now so here hash key equal to hashing in bracket key value. यहाँ ये एक function call है. So hashing function देखो, hashing function में क्या चल रहा है? You are giving key value as the argument and it is returning key value modulo length of the hash table. So यहाँ पे hash table का length क्या है?
10.
10 है. ठीक है. So
10.
key value modulo hash table यहाँ पे करते, and what is returned? The hash key is returned and it gets copied in line 24. You can see after calculating the hash function, it's getting copied in hash key. Then what you are doing? Hash key तो अब हो गया. अभी next क्या करना है? ये मतलब index मिल गया, तो क्या करना है अभी next? बताओ. इंडेक्स मिलने के बाद हम क्या करते हैं नॉर्मली? टेबल, हाँ, बट वो इंडेक्स में हम कैसे करते हैं, वो क्या करते हैं वो इंडेक्स में, वो टेबल में क्या करते हैं? In that particular index, we have to place the value and the phone number, right? Because we have to retrieve, right? When I want to find a person's phone number, it has to be available. So I have to place the value and the phone number. Here I'm placing it as what? Can somebody tell me? Curly braces के अंदर value colon key value लिखा तो क्या होता है?
Dictionary.
Okay. Yes. So can you tell me the feature of a dictionary?
Ma'am, the key value is unique, but the value can be same.
Yeah. So you are placing the value inside as a key value pair inside the index. Okay. So it's not necessary ऐसे ही place करना, but हमें यहाँ पे problem statement क्या है? It is a telephone directory, and of course telephone directory में हमें नाम और phone number के साथ चाहिए, because when I'm searching for a phone number I should get it. So for that I'm appending it as value key value pair. I'm appending. Where am I putting it inside? I'm putting it inside the index. Why did I use append here? Because I'm using the chaining method here. Chaining method कैसे करते हैं? अगर values already available है, existing value के पीछे वो new data place करते हैं, right? Yes or no? Remember chaining? अभी वो जो एग्जाम्पल है देखो, 132 is already available, then you place the next data after 132. So that is why this append is used. That means if data is there, you append it to the existing data after that data. Okay, so that's how it's getting placed. So that's how insert function. So यहाँ पे कौन सा strategy हम use कर रहे हैं? यहाँ पे chaining use कर रहे हैं. Is it clear to everybody? Have you all understood how to insert data into the hash table?
Yes, ma'am.
किसी को कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो प्लीज. प्लीज आस्क मी. डायरेक्ट सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों को पाइथन पता है क्या? हैव यू ऑल लर्नड पाइथन प्रीवियसली? हाँ, डायरेक्ट सेकेंड ईयर है क्या? ओके फाइन. तो आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहे कि नहीं? I all understand?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody else is having any doubt? So far, is it clear to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So now, suppose I want to use a linear probing method. So पहले मैंने chaining method use किया. अभी linear probing method में कैसे होते हैं? याद है? पहले hash value find out करते हैं. And if that position is empty, then you will insert the value into that particular position. Else, you will increment the key by 1, and you will, if the key is not equal to our original key, मतलब हम सर्च करके एक्चुअल की में वापस नहीं आना चाहिए. Understood? So if it is not equal to our original key, as you can see in line 58, I'm assigning hash key to key. If it is not equal to that, then I will find out the new hash key using hash key plus 1, and the entire process has to be repeated. Okay, so entire process repeat करने के लिए, again, yes, I have to call the insert function, right? Yes, can somebody tell me what is to be done? I have to मुझे बताओ कैसे ये लॉजिकल लीनियर प्रॉबिंग कैसे वर्क होता है, मुझे बताओ. I haven't completed this part. Just tell me how this is going to work. Who's going to tell me? Yes, students. If nobody is speaking, I'll leave this and y'all can do it as homework. Just tell me.
If the key value is empty and then it shows the value directly. And if the key value is not empty, it will move to the next index.
Yeah, so I have to move to the next index. So a hash key plus 1 not equal to key, I checked to see that I have not reached the previous position. And then I'm writing hash key equal to hashing. That means I'm finding the new key value. Then what next? Again, I have to repeat the same process, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have to repeat the same process. So instead of finding here like this, I can, call this function itself right here. Recursively, because I have to go on checking what is the key value here. Key value is going to be hash key. Yes or no? See if we are in the correct range. Is it going correctly now? समझ में आया क्या? What I'm trying to do? Yes, students.
Yes.
See, what did we do actually? See, linear probing में कैसे होता है? I'll just repeat it once again. Linear probing में कैसे होते हैं? Till here, it is normal. That is, first we find the hash key value. And then we check if the hash table is empty in that particular location. If it is empty, you append the value over there. Else, if it is not empty, you increment the hash key value and you have to repeat the same process. So repeat the same process मतलब ये recursive call हो जाएगा, right? Because you're going to do again, find the hash key value of the incremented value. Again, check if the location is empty, and only if the location is empty, you will append the value there. Clear? So that is why I called the function recursively here. And यहाँ पे क्या check कर रहे? If it is not equal to key. Suppose मेरा index यहाँ पे 2 था. अभी I'm finding for a vacant. 2 is already placed. तो मुझे 3 vacant है क्या देखना है. अगर 3 में भी data है तो I'll go on checking for the next. And again, if I come back to 2 again, so there is no point of going into infinite loop. So to stop that, it is checked if hash key plus 1 is not equal to the key here. It has to be what? It has to be called this particular function. But there is another problem nobody told me. There is a problem in this code, right? कोई बता सकते हैं यहाँ पे क्या प्रॉब्लम होगा?
मैम कोलिजन का प्रॉब्लम होगा.
क्या है? क्या है?
मैम कोलिजन.
नहीं, कोलिशन का प्रॉब्लम नहीं. की का वैल्यू हर टाइम अपडेट होते जाएंगे. समझ में आया? यहाँ पे मैंने रिकर्सिवली किया तो की का वैल्यू अपडेट होते जाएंगे, तो यहाँ पे रिकर्सिवली नहीं कर सकते. आई हैव टू राइट द कोड हियर itself. And again, this process, this I'll have to put it in a loop unless and until it is empty. Okay, so that's how this is going to work. So if this is here, after this, I have to do the same thing here. And this is going to go in a loop, this part of the line. So linear probing mein that is a problem. That means we'll have to, if I call recursively, the key will get updated here. है ना? तो वो नहीं कर सकते. We have to, check this again. And yes, so I'll just complete this part of the code and give it to you. So I hope it chaining समझ में आया और linear probing का भी concept समझ में आया. I'll just edit that part of the code and give it to you. Now coming back to this part. Next is, yes, we have inserted data into the hash table. And then next is we have to display it. So display आप लोगों को पता है, we have to give the index and an arrow and the data. So based on that, you can see here in display, it has been modified here. You can see for every element of the hash table, and if it is not, okay, here, display hash function for every element of the hash table of range, length of the hash table. Yes. How am I going to place the data? I'm going to place it in this way. You can see it in this side, how it has been done. You can see the display over here. The index will come here and then you need an arrow. So an arrow is getting printed and you're printing the J value. So J value is the content in that particular index. So you can see your print will be something like this. So just to show it in the form of chaining method or in the form how you are inserting it into the hash table, you're doing this particular function. Okay, so this is how the display function works. You are just formatting the display. So you can just see I in the range of length of hash table, and for each I you're taking J. That means for each index you have, again inside a particular index you have a set of list. So you're taking that J and you are printing it. Okay, so that's how you are formatting the display. And next you can see यहाँ पे next is find. Suppose I want to find a telephone number. So how will I find the telephone number? How can somebody tell me the logic of finding the telephone number?
By searching the unique key.
Unique. नहीं telephone number अगर जैसे I want to find a person's telephone number. So I will just give, we'll search it by the name, right? That will be only possible. Normally, मुझे ये person का telephone number चाहिए. So for that, you can see here. Because I don't know the telephone number, I'm retrieving the telephone number, right? So I'm searching it by means of the name. Okay, here you can see find hash table and I'm giving the name and you know the range of your telephone directory. So based on that, I'm selecting an element from that range and I'm printing if I get the value and I set the flag 1. If the flag is not set, then it will print not found. If it is set, it will break out of the loop and it will print the particular value. So that you can see here. For example, if I say all the elements you can see inserted is Anil, Meera, Maya and so on. And you can say here I'm saying find Alice. And you can see in the search right side, if you can see search telephone record, it's found, it's printing not found. That means that particular record is not there. So it is searching each index. If it is there, it's retrieving. Now, if it was a dictionary method, it will be easy to retrieve because you're going to find it in terms of the phone number. But यहाँ पे मुझे phone number चाहिए because problem statement देखो यहाँ पे क्या है. They have told you make use the hash table implementation to look up the client's phone number. So I have to give the value to retrieve the phone number. So for that case, I have to search sequentially throughout the hash table to find whether that particular value is there in any index, and if found, retrieve the phone number of that person. तो इसलिए यहाँ पे find में हम here value is being passed, searching in the range of that particular hash table, and for each data in each index of the hash table you check whether that value is there. If the value is there, you're printing it, setting the flag, and you're returning. Okay, now else if the value, if the flag is not set, that means it's not found. Okay, so that's how the find data works. Okay, next is update data. Now if you want to update somebody's phone number, so for that we have to pass the new phone number and the name. So if you want to update somebody's phone number, can somebody tell me how the concept is logic is going to work for updation of phone number? Can you all tell me? को line 41 से है, आप देख सकते हैं, and explain it to me how it works. Go through the line 41, you can see it here. See line 41 है, 41 to 47 है update. Can you tell me how that works? Yes, students. No one? क्या लिखा लाइन, each लाइन में क्या लिखा है?
Ma'am, they have passed an argument of key value and value, and they have created an position. If that position is empty, then not empty, then they will delete that position and update that new value append.
Yeah, correct. So can you tell me why am I doing this? Why am I deleting and then I'm updating it?
It will first clean from the memory and then insert a new.
Yeah, because I'll tell you one thing. The concept is कि देखो हमारा रोल नंबर हमारा फोन नंबर के बेसिस में इंडेक्स फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं ना, तो जैसे you know the position or the index is allocated as per the phone number. So if the phone number is updated, there are chances for the index of that data to change. So what happens is if you don't delete the previous existing one, what happens in your directory, they might be duplicate data. So to avoid that, it is first it will find the hash key. Of course, if you have to update the data, you have to, you know, find the hash key of the key value, and then you're finding whether the value is already present in your directory. अगर value present है मतलब वो value को हमें delete करके हमें नया वैल्यू प्लेस करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो दो इंडेक्स में सेम वैल्यू होने का चांसेस है. अंडरस्टूड? सो फॉर दैट, टू अवॉइड दैट, before updation we are deleting the previous one and then inserting the new one. So there are cases for it, the location of it to change, like suppose if we have an example here, you can see Yes, you can see in the first display. Okay. Yes. Okay. We'll just execute this and check it out. That time we'll understand, because there are chances for it to come again. So to avoid the repeated data entries, we are deleting the previous one and then we are updating. So who's we are updating here? We are updating Maya. Okay. Fine. Yes. So Maya is found in index. It was found in index 2 first. You can see that. Okay. You in the first print, you can see Maya was found in index 2. So we have deleted that and the new Maya is found in index 1. Got it? Can you all see it? The difference? Output में देख सकते हो क्या? Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for that that delete update function में वो किया है. And next यहाँ पे क्या है? Delete. Of course, now in update I've already told you about how to delete. So just go through the line 49 to 53. Is it clear? You're finding for that particular value and you're deleting it. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, so that's how this entire code works. So yes, only the linear probing part has to be updated. I'll just update it and give it to you. I didn't complete it. I didn't get time to complete that. I'll update, but I hope you'll have understood the concept of linear probing and chaining. इसमें कुछ doubt है तो ये पूरा entire code एक बार देख लो. अगर कुछ डाउट है तो मुझे बताना. Just go through the entire code. See if you have understood each line. If there is any doubt, please ask me. So like this, if you have the Python installed in your system at home, well and good, you can execute it there. Others who don't have, you can do it using an online IDE. You can use any online IDE. Type in the code and please blindly don't follow this code. It's not the only way you can do. I have done it using my own logic. You can do it in your way, but what is expected is that you have to implement a hash table with collision resolution and you have to insert the telephone directory. Now here it is a static insert. I have inserted it statically. Can somebody tell me if I want to make it dynamic, क्या करेंगे हम? अभी स्टैटिक इंसर्शन है कि मैंने डायरेक्टली कोड में लिखा है insert hash table 911 and so on. But if I want to make it dynamically, what will I do?
Take the input from user.
Yeah. So how will you take an input from the user? Anybody has any
Ma'am, by
idea?
using the input function.
Yeah, you will write input. Yes, you might write like this and the name. And you might write phone number equal to input enter the phone number. Yes, now you have to convert phone number into an integer value because when you do an input it takes the string value. Okay, now yes, now that means using an input function you can accept values from the user. तो मुझे 5 values या 10 values accept करना है, उसके लिए क्या यूज करेंगे?
Ma'am, we will put this in so that it would accept the input 5 times.
Yes, can you just repeat it once again? Your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, we will put this input statement in a loop so that it
Yeah,
would
you can.
accept the
Yeah, so you will
condition.
put this. Yes, you might put this like might put it like this for I in range of 0 to the length or 0 to 10, as you know how many records, or to accept number of records you can again n input enter the number of records. Yes, you can ask the user for, then you can write for I in range 0 comma int of course I have to convert n, and then you might insert these statements at the for loop, and then you might call the insert function inside the for loop, and here you will put the integer value of the phone number, and here you will put the value. Is it clear? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this way you can dynamically ask the user to enter the values. And another thing is, like suppose ये जो display, search, update, delete मैंने ऐसे sequentially लिखा है. Can you tell me another user friendly method which we can use? A user friendly method so that the user can select which functionality it has to do, the code has to do. तो उसके लिए क्या यूज करेंगे हम? Come on, इतने सारे फंक्शंस है, मैंने सीक्वेंसली लिखा है. हाँ बोलो. Yes, go ahead. Yes. There is display, search, update, delete. Now everything is written sequentially. But suppose I want to make my program user friendly so that the user can decide which function it has to do. उसके लिए क्या करेंगे?
Which case?
Ma'am, we'll use if else statement
Switch case.
and accordingly which function it has to perform, it will be calling that function.
Yeah, you can use a switch case, you can use an if case. मतलब if else भी use कर, if else ladder भी use करते हैं, which is not that efficient, but switch case will be more efficient, in which you can actually select the functionality based on user's request. Is it clear? Yes. So when you submit this code, I want it to be a user-friendly type that dynamically data input करना है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? Consider a phone of n clients. So n clients मतलब you don't know what exactly how much the client. So based on the table size you are creating, you can ask the user to enter the data within that particular range, enter the data dynamically, and of course you can include a switch statement inside this code so that you can do the functionalities like आपको create करना है, मतलब insert करना है या delete करना है, तो वो as per user